Thanks for stopping by. I'm just getting ready to make my broken carrot stew, which is a delicious chuck roast with potatoes, carrots, onions, and some herbs, beef stock, blah, blah, whatever, red wine. But anyway, since you're here, let's get started. All right, so I rinsed and patted dry my roast. It's about a 3.5 pound roast, chuck roast. And I'm going to generously salt and pepper it. You want to make sure this is seasoned nice and... this out. Okay, some pepper. All right, in the meantime, I'm heating up my Dutch oven. It's like a, I believe it's between an 8 and a 10. I can't remember which, but it's a good size Dutch oven, which I'm going to be cooking in. I got to pan sear it first, and then we're going to cook it in the same pan. Like, we don't have to use another pan. You know, it's like a one pan thing. It's nice. You don't have to use a bunch of different pots and pans. So here we go. Get this nice and seasoned. I'm going to get on the edges too. All right. Okay. Alrighty. Looks pretty good. All right, so I think my pan is piping hot. I added a little bit of oil in there, and I'm just going to add, yep, there we go. Add my roast. I'll let it go for like 5 minutes on each side, and then I'm going to do a little fry on the end. But I really like to brown it first because it just gives it more depth of flavor, in my opinion. And in the meantime, you preheat your oven to 325 degrees. So you're all ready to throw it right in the oven after you get your carrots, onions, and potatoes in there. All right, it's been about 5 minutes on that side, so we're gonna turn it over. And look at that. Look at that lovely, lovely dark crust that's on there. Let's see if we can get this over, huh? Get it in there. Doesn't want to cooperate, huh? There we go. And also, this is going to help. This is searing this because it's so big. It's already searing it, so I'm not going to have to do this later on the outside. You know what I mean? Like the edges. Because it's touching the side of the pan, which is awesome. Okay, so we go for another 5 minutes on that side. All right. In the meantime, I'm scrubbing my potatoes and carrots. And we'll be back in a minute. All right. 5 minutes has passed, and so we're going to take this off the heat now, so we can, look at that. Oh, that's lovely. All right, so I'm just going to put that aside on a clean plate, and I got to get my onions cut. All right, so we're going to add our rough cut onions, about 2 medium onions, just with a nice rough chop. Gonna add that in there. And like 3 minutes or so, just get them going and let them brown a little bit. Alrighty. So, alright, that's good. And going to glaze this with, I'm putting in a cup of wine, so I'm going to do that with like half a cup. Get that, put my wooden spoon so I don't scratch my pan. In there. Let it heat a little bit. Oh, that smells so good. So nice. Alright. So now, like I say, broken carrot stew. What you do is break up your carrots. You can cut them if you want. I just like to break them up. Sometimes they don't like that, so just give it a little shot. I love carrots. I should put a little more in here, but that should do it. That's good. Alright. So, alright. Let that go. And pour it in. I want to make sure I'm really getting these bits off the bottom. Alright, so that really, I'm going to put in like 2 or 3 cups of the beef stock. I'll put in 2 cups for now. And then put the rest of my wine in. Alright, and let that come up temp. Alright. And then what I do, I like to add a little celery to mine because it just gives it a little more depth and flavor. It's wonderful. So that. This guy, and that guy. Okay. Put that in there. And while that's heating up, I'm going to cut up my potatoes so I can throw them in there. In the meantime, I'm going to put my roast in there because I want that to be covered with the liquid. So I'm still going to put in some more beef stock, but I'm going to put the potatoes on top. And here. All right. Okay, and before I put my potatoes in, I want to add 2 bouillon cubes underneath in there. Just put that in there. And then I'm going to just put this one on top. So I'm kind of find its way. But we're going to put the potatoes on top. And then some people wait to put the potatoes on, but I like them to be in here because they pick up so much flavor when I put them in from the start. So that's what we're going to do. And then I'm going to add a little more beef stock. Probably another cup. So I want it to come up. Yeah. So it's not covering the meat, but it comes up the side. All right, whoopsie. I totally forgot about the rosemary and thyme. It's very important. Okay, what do we got here? Got the thyme. Going to, all right, I want to put some underneath. I'll put that in the liquid. Some over here. That'll go in there. I'm going to sprinkle that all over the top. It's the thyme, and then I do with the rosemary. There we go. Put some of that. Okay, and then a little bit underneath. All right, a little more over here. Okay, that will do it. Okay, and gets a little moisture. That's good. Perfect. There we go. All right. And maybe a little black pepper over the top. Okay, there we go. All right, now we throw it in. That is heavy. All right, so now we wait. All right, so here we are. Here is the broken carrot stew. I always call it stew because the way everything falls apart. See that meat? It's like melts in your mouth. It's wonderful. See the potatoes? See how they soaked up all that flavor? This is just absolutely delicious. You guys need to make this. Okay, I took a nap while I was waiting for that, but I stayed in for 4 hours, and I just shredded up the meat a little bit. It really looks delicious. I let it cool off a little bit, and now it's time to taste. I'm gonna taste the carrot first. It's hot. And look at that meat. I mean, fall apart tender. So delicious. Do yourself a favor and make this. You won't be sorry. And I'll see you in the next video.